I
Because he
I
wasn't
shut the
trying to let us be great.
I
Well,
realized I shut the whole app down and restarted it. I just kept hitting accept and it wouldn't do it. Okay.
Dion, yeah.
What's up, Tokyo?
Tokyo Drift.
I'm here.
There you go.
I'm here.
Yeah.
We
That's what's
we
up. You
see
got your
your
shot glass?
Huh?
we see your screensaver.
Yes, that's me right there. Blue pants.
we always get it. What's going on, Rhyme and Reason? Uh, they wasn't trying to let us be great tonight. I don't get it. What's up with Instagram, man? They
It's
playing these
Didi.
games. Huh?
It's Didi.
Is
No.
They
DD?
know
Okay.
they know she on some bull.
Sounds like facts. Facts. So y'all know what it is. It's the homeboys conversation. I got my regular homie up in here, ganged up T, the world's greatest trainer. What's going on?
No, I'm chilling, man. I'm good. Good weekend.
Yeah, that's what's up. We got a homegirl up in here, Deani, the world's greatest party planner.
That's
Deani, what's your Instagram name on the party planner one?
it's majestically unique events.
Hey, if y'all, I'm telling y'all need to go past her page, look at it. She do the world's best party planner when it comes to kids, bar mitzvahs, weddings, parties. I mean, baby showers. She do it all. Trust me.
Quinceañeras.
Yeah,
All that.
she do it all. So we give y'all a choice because I picked one of the three. We can start off with whatever one y'all want. I picked the bottom up one as well as 101 questions you can ask yourself. In case y'all don't know, the Homeboys Conversation, we have card decks for sale. It's called Dating 101 Card Game. Y'all can go over to the page. It got all types of card games from mostly ones that you want to get to know your partner when going out on the first, second, third date. Or once y'all get a little close and y'all want to actually get a little more naked, y'all got the Dating After Dark cards, which, you know, a lot of people seem to enjoy the most. But I'm going to start with our new card game, which is Bottoms Up. It's a fun card game where you can ask a few questions and take a few shots if you, however you like it. It's for shots. You can take water. You can do exercise. You can pass sweet love notes to your, you know, your favorite partner. So I'm going to go first. T, you're going to answer Deani. Deani? Is Deani on?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you're gonna guess my pick, and I'm gonna guess T pick.
Okay.
All right. The bottoms up dating 101 card. Okay. Which vacation would I choose? An island vacation, a cruise, or a staycation? Let me know when both of y'all got your answers.
All right.
T.
I think Deani gonna say an island.
Okay. D, what you think I picked?
A cruise, but I have a justification as to why.
T, I think you'll go for an island. Am I right?
Yeah, you right.
Okay. Deani,
What? Where would I go?
where would you go?
An island.
All right, I was right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to take a shot, D, because I definitely would do an island. I don't know why you assume a cruise would be my
it's a
first
joke,
pick.
honestly. I
No,
know
yeah.
I know you like to travel. That's the one thing you probably will spend your money on. But that was the reason why I said the cruise, because you know you get free stuff on the cruise.
Oh, free You know, AD, do you know that's the first thing I think about when I go on a cruise vacation?
Exactly.
Like, I ain't got to pay for nothing else.
Exactly.
I probably would have picked
So,
cruise for you too if I had to pick for you.
Yeah.
You do like
Okay.
cruising.
Oh, I got a drink.
I
though,
do.
so I'm good. I was gonna take it
Yes, you
anyway.
do.
I just need a
Yeah, we'll take
reason.
your shot. Yeah. We're gonna get your reason. Okay. Young lady met this older guy in his late 50s. They go out on a date, and for the entire date, she admired how young he looked. For some time, he was in about 59. The young lady was about 46 or something like that. You know, they dated for not even a month or so, and they constantly, you know, they talking, whatever. And she felt like he had an amazing body and everything, and, you know, from his pictures and things of that nature. You know, after so much of compliments, the guy kind of felt, I guess he said he felt a little uneasy that he didn't let her know that he actually had the man version of a BBL. That he actually had plastic surgery done to where he had his skin tightened, he had lipo, he had basically had the works when it came to, you know, what a man can get. Nothing, I don't think nothing down there, but I didn't read that far into it. So, you know, when he actually told her, she kind of like made a comment like that was corny. And he's kind of like, what's the problem? This, that, and third. You're like, that's something that a woman's supposed to do. Men are not supposed to do anything like that. Like, y'all supposed to be happy that y'all getting older and things of that nature. That's more for a woman to try to keep up with the young, some type of stuff. So my question to the panel is this: D, do you think it's a double standard or even corny? If a man, why do her? She need to get better service. I'm gonna start with you, T, until she pop back in. But this is something that you do with you, huh?
You ain't got no choice, do you? But to start
Yeah,
with me.
basically. Do you think it's corny if a man decides to do the same thing that women do, lipo, skin tightening, and things of that nature?
I think it's corny. I do.
And why is that?
I ain't going under the knife for all that bullshit. Nah, absolutely not. I think it's corny. I mean, to each his own. So I wouldn't do that. I can see you get like some lotion or something, you know, whatever the cream, skin tightening cream or something, you know, something like that. But I ain't about to get no surgery. That's wild right there.
But you feel like it's? Do you feel like it's a double standard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or do you feel like it's normal?
it's a double standard. Because at first, I feel like cosmetic surgery was made for women. I mean, it probably was made for other things, but I feel like, you know, women was doing it. It was the thing that they were doing, so it created that standard, that divide, you know. And now that men doing it, yeah, it's a double standard.
Okay.
I agree with the double standard, though. Like,
I see.
Not get surgery.
So you don't think men should have surgery?
No,
not like.
Oh, okay.
Well, the question was this. She said she felt like it was corny. Do you think it's corny when men was to do the same thing that a woman do for surgery, lipo, and things of that nature?
I wouldn't say corny. It depends. It honestly depends, because if they getting like abs or something, I don't think I would be upset. I wouldn't mind it.
You wouldn't mind it? What about like skin tightening to make themselves seem younger or look younger, appear, and things of that nature?
Cool. I ain't gonna say corny. I'm gonna say a little girly.
What?
It's girly.
It's girly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like
Go
it.
ahead.
I wouldn't want my man to get anything tightened to make, but I can understand him wanting to make, you know, his appearance look good. So I wouldn't knock him for it.
So if you met a guy, y'all dating, and he told you, look, you know, 2 weeks ago or a month ago, this is how I look. So like, this is how I used to look, but then I went and got this lipo, and this is how I look now. And he looks 10 to 15 years younger, he ripped up and everything. Would you judge him for that?
No.
Okay.
I feel like this, because I feel like it's about the women too. Like, if you really need it,
yes,
then
exactly.
go ahead and do it. But if you don't really need it, I feel like it's corny for both to do it. Like if you already got a little butt or whatever, a nice little butt, and you just go get a stupid, dumb, big butt, I feel like that was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? But if you've been walking around with your ass look like it's a wall, flat as the wall, then go ahead and get that surgery if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because some people got self-confidence issues, and that might have been a hindrance their whole life, and they finally found a way where they can, get it fixed. Same with the dude. You know what I mean? That shit might mess him up mentally, so he feel like, yeah, let me fix it up. But if he just doing it to impress girls, that's some bad shit.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Look, I'm gonna say this. I'm on the opposite side of y'all. It is a double standard because of people judging it. But there are some people who want to look as men, want to look as young as they used to and feel that way. Now, me personally, I do have a problem with the ad works and all that because I enjoy working out. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy getting old. I enjoy not looking old because I don't feel like I look my age now. But I enjoyed it because it's like, I feel like I work for this. Like, to get old in this day and age, or even back then, people been getting killed left and right. So to be able to reach my age and still look young, I'm cool with it. But if I know somebody to get it, I wouldn't seem like, oh man, that's kind of corny that you done it, man. It's like, all right, I felt like you could have worked out for it, but to each his own. Because like people said, it seemed like it was made for women because like I just had this conversation some time ago when the lady said that the difference between men and women is men see themselves in younger men, women see themselves as younger women. So they're trying to keep up with younger women, where men, we're not trying to keep up with younger men. So I do see the double standard, but I wouldn't necessarily call it corny. I think the ad work kind of do get me there, but other than the face tightening and stuff like that, because I don't know no exercise you can tighten up your face. So, I mean, but they just don't.
True gum. Big Tokyo said, yes, it is, and it's corny. She said man wigs. I think the cosmetic surgery is fine, but I think the addition of fake muscles is corny. Tokyo said that's why it's corny for a dude is sus. I don't think it's suspect for him to get the surgery. I mean, everything ain't gay. You know what I mean? I feel like he just don't do that shit because he want to look younger. It ain't got to do nothing with his sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Rhyme Reason said needing it is subjective, though.
That's true.
Tokyo said, I see too much of them purses.
And that's a whole different thing. But like I do touch on what Tioma said, neatness is subjective. You don't know, like we don't know who needs it, who feel like they needed this, that, and the third. I also I don't know, I don't feel like plastic surgery is needed for everything. I feel like there's certain people, like I understand certain women who especially had kids, it's hard for them to move that what they call fupa. That ain't just gonna come off no matter how many ab work you do. You can flatten it, tighten it sometimes, but that's at a section of your midsection that you gotta really outdo. But it ain't just that simple when it comes to something like that. But just like I said, some stomach work or jogging to trim up and trim down, you can do that. That's doable. But of course, we work out, so it's different. Okay.
Tokyo, you
next
really
one.
That request, Tokyo? Like you really want to come on?
She could get on.
No, I'm saying I ain't know if she did it on accident or not. Rhyme Reason said, yeah, sometimes the skin is stretched out.
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
What's going on?
No, I just
Hey, Tokyo, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like the reason why I said it is because it's like at first it was just the skinny jeans, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you pay attention, it's like it's evolving more and more and more and more on the male, on the males. Like whereas though they went from the skinny jeans, Then they got the purses. Then they getting surgery now, the little BBL for the men. Then they went to the man wigs. What's next? They gonna get boobs instead of
They,
like the,
they
the,
always
the
had
actual
toupees.
sleeves. Like I'm just confused. That's
Yeah,
that's
but
that's why I said it.
but here's the thing though. Again, we have to understand. See, women make it seem as though men don't want to like keep up with the Joneses also at times.
Mm-hmm.
You do want to look your best and look younger for as long as you can. Like I don't think nobody wants to look 80 when they 80, or nobody wants to look 60 when they 60. You know, that's why Jay-Z tried to come out with the, 40 is the new 30. That ain't really true, but nobody wants to look 40 when they 40. Nobody wants to really look their age. The only age anybody want to look is 21 when they turn 21 old enough to drink. That's the only time that everybody is so quick to scream out their age. That's the only time. Look, 21, I could go drink. After 21, nobody wants to look their age. Everybody wants to be that just good enough to do everything, but not old enough to where people starting to look at you strange. I don't know. That's just how we are.
Me like 2 years ago when I had turned 25, man.
What?
You know, like I can't believe, man, I'm 27 now. You know.
Okay.
Wow.
Don't hate. Y'all some haters. Oh, I'm about to kick all three of y'all from the live and go live.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
just saying.
tell my truth.
Don't let me too.
I'm gonna tell my
What
truth.
they say right there?
Great thing, man. Shit, I won't look 40 in the next few years. I'm glad about that. Child, what do you mean, big cat?
Big cap.
I ain't doing no capping.
Let me move to the next question.
Forget you.
Y'all tripping. Kay and Terry been dating for a little over a year. They coming out from a restaurant, and before I say this, I'm sure they're in Atlanta. They coming out from a restaurant, and before they leave out, Kay turns around. She's the female. She's like, I have to run back in the bathroom. Terry tells he gonna go outside and smoke a cigarette. By the time Kay come out the bathroom and come back, she sees Terry talking to two gentlemen. As she pulls up, as she walks out, she walks to Terry, and the two gentlemen start walking off. The two gentlemen kind of wave a little feminine, right? Kay asked Terry what was the issue, and he was like, man, two dudes try to hit on me. He laughed it off and joked it off. She like, oh, nah, F that, and begins to do, go into her thing. He's like, man, chill out. It's not that big of a deal. She couldn't leave it alone. They argued the whole way home because Kay felt like Terry should have been more upset about getting hit on by two men. I'm going to start with you, T.
Nah, I had a conversation about this the other day.
Was his reaction accurate, or should he have did more?
All right, so listen. I had a conversation about something like this the other day, right? So I was like, if a dude try to holler at me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him, right? So the person was like, you can just respectfully decline. You don't have to, fight them or nothing like that. And at first I was like, nah, that's all I know. That's how I respond to shit, through violence, like that or whatever. But they was right, You could just be like, man, look, bro, I ain't into that. That ain't my thing, Go ahead, That ain't what I do.
I agree.
Big Tokyo, how you feel?
Go ahead.
I feel the same way that Tati said, but at the same time, like, I'm not saying that you have to fight nobody, but at the same time, that would come off like weird. That would catch you off guard. Like, what? I know I would turn around if I'm a dude and some dudes waving me. I'm gonna have to see who behind me.
Well, how would you feel? How would you feel if you see your boyfriend casually talking to him, seem like he's laughing and joking, and passively let him just walk off, and you found out that they was flirting with him?
That's not cool right there. Like, it's like this. If it's somebody, because we grow up with all types of people. So if it's somebody that you grew up with and you knew for a while, and you've been knew them, and that's cool. Like, it's not nothing, and they the type of people that joke and play. and y'all got that understanding, that's one thing. But if it's a stranger, I'm gonna look at him
Just
some type
random
of way.
people.
Like, I'm gonna look at him some type of way. That will make me feel something like, what's going on? Do I need to know something? And that's just me.
Okay. D.
I'm just the opposite. First, I feel like you should handle it as a grown man and say, hey, I'm not into that. And if they are persistent, then that's when it's the ass whooping time. But if they, sorry, I didn't mean to. And then, honestly, I feel like he probably wasn't interested, because if he was, well, I wouldn't feel any type of way, because first of all, you were truthful with me. You could have easily said, oh, no, they was looking for direction. Then I'm going to look at you sideways like, nah, they was a little, But,
Yeah.
so I disagree. I wouldn't get mad at my partner and feel like they doing something wrong. I'm going to look at them like, I'm going to laugh it off, and then I don't want them to start fighting with somebody for something like that. That's stupid and ignorant. Then I'm going to look at you like, you took that really that offensive,
Mm-hmm.
You got to start checking stuff like that. When people get too upset, you got to, worry about stuff like that. But
I'm
he should be
always
confident with
offended.
his sexuality.
I'm always offended
Okay.
about everything.
Like,
well, Dion and Big Tokyo. Dion first. How do you respond if a woman was to hit on you and like aggressively?
Stop playing with me. And wait, what you mean by aggressive?
Hold on. You see, hey, you notice how I switched that change?
No,
I
Yeah.
meant like
no.
we
You said
know that sometimes,
aggressively.
especially,
You gotta state
sometimes,
the
let me say
first.
this, I'm gonna say it. You know that women seem their approach be different. I done seen women more aggressive when it comes to them flirting with other women than a man would. They much more aggressive, let's be honest. So if a woman aggressively came like, Shawty, what's up? Like, leave them dudes alone. Like, this where you supposed to be at. Because they sitting there putting it all down. We're talking about doms, not no regular femme. Like, so how would you assess that situation? Is that just, oh, I'm just not interested. It's cool. You're going to be just as passive?
So first, let me say this. In my experience, females usually, and I think males, they usually approach when they feel the sense that that person could be into it. You know what I mean? They don't usually try you if they kind of know who to try. Just like gay guys
I
approach
disagree.
guys that look, or they know. They like have a gay, is it called a gaydar?
They don't.
They do.
Because I
They
don't
do.
look gay. And I done had, I'm going to tell you a story, but go ahead.
Reds. Somebody
I'm going to
would
tell you a
think,
story. Go ahead.
trust me.
Go ahead.
As for women, I mean, because I know a lot of females who have been approached, and that's because they felt that they could approach them. I've
You gonna
never
fight or not?
been approached by a female, huh? I'm not gonna
You
fight
gonna fight
nobody.
or
If they
not?
touch me, yes. If you touch me, you said aggressively, so you didn't say aggressively
He
for the
ain't say
time.
physically though. He just said
Yeah, I just said
aggressively.
Like,
aggressively.
what you mean? Like
Like
saying
The
straightforward.
way
amen,
they,
Yeah,
and I'm
what's
gonna
the
tell
up?
way
you
they ask you, the
no.
way they,
Do you mean persistent?
okay.
Like they keep
Yeah,
on?
yeah, aggressively, yeah.
Leave me no, then I'm going to get aggressive.
Okay.
But I'm not going to initially, I'm going to be like, man, I don't
Yeah.
like that. Like, don't do that. I really
Okay.
respect
Excuse me,
it.
how you know what you don't like? You ain't never tried. You
Okay,
gonna
I should
fight,
ask you the same
punch her
question.
motherfucking face, right?
How do you know that you don't like it?
I
Them people
know.
say
Okay,
to her.
that's the
Yeah.
same thing, same reason.
Okay. Big Tokyo, how would you feel if a woman approaches you and hit on you?
I'm gonna tell
Would
her,
you?
I'm gonna just be honest. I don't play with toys. I don't like phase. So she will be
Okay.
one. So that's just what it
All
is.
right. So one day, back in '08, when I was working at a Giant, no exaggeration, true story. I'm going to work. I'm sitting at a Giant. I'm talking. Everybody know Bernard. Bernard is the manager at the Giant on 7th Street, but he's at the cash register. I don't clock into 2. I'm there a little bit early. I'm sitting there. I'm talking to one of my friends, man Thomas. Bernard is at the. Y'all remember the little small self checkout joint, right? I'm at the little small quick joint right at the beginning of the job. I'm sitting right there, and this dude come down. No exaggeration. We standing, man, Thomas laughing with Bernard. The dude come down, and he's like, hey, do you know where the silverware at? Now, I'm assuming he's talking to me because I got my Giant shirt on. I'm like, now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know where nothing was at in the Giant. I sent people all types of different directions. Like, I only knew where the milk was at and the bread because they're the opposite end of the store. But I'm like, check like aisle 815. I just tell people that so you could go that way. So he's like, do you have metal silverware? I said, I don't think we sell metal silverware home, but I said, you can check down there or you can check the convenience store. Me and Tom is so oblivious. We don't know what's going on. Tom is like, the convenience store around the shore. He's like, nah, not that. So he's like, all right. So the dude walks off. Bernard looks at me and say, that man was flirting with you, Red. I said, Bernard, that nigga wasn't flirting with me. He said, Reggie, I'm gay. I know when a man is flirting with another man. I said, I'm about to lose my job. What'd you say?
You just answered your question. You were standing there with Bernard and Thomas.
Thomas ain't gay.
I know he not. But
Thomas don't appear like that. But I'm in uniform. We at work.
Reds,
this is my coworker.
Reds. If you don't know y'all, I wouldn't. I can see people trying you.
Nah, he ain't trying. He see my shirt. Y'all don't take off. I'm gonna meet Deani outside. I'm about to meet Deani outside. Like, I know where you live at. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, So it was. But I'm at work. I'm not even paying attention to what the dude doing. Like, I'm like oblivious. Like, I know this nigga ain't flirting with me. Like, I'm like, Bernard, I'm about to lose my goddamn job today. He like, you better not do nothing in the store. But yeah, I don't really have those type of issues, like them insecurities. If a man tried it, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. Like you said, if he get persistent, be like, bruh, trust me, you want to take the first statement. Like, that's the last thing I'm gonna say.
Or the hard.
Yeah. You want to take the first statement and realize that I gave you some leeway. Like, that's the only thing. I'm going to make sure you see me. Like, I need you to see what I'm saying. Because the next time I say something to you, you're going to call the police. I'm telling you. Like, I rock the orange jumpsuit. So, yeah, but that's just how I go. Yeah. What they say in the comments, see?
They basically laughing at you. I'm a little buzzed, y'all. I'm sorry. As y'all saw, I was sipping my drink. I couldn't help it. I can't just have it sitting in front of me and not drink it. But they ain't saying nothing. They just laughing.
Okay. All right.
Stop playing.
You might can't get to the question, but I'm being honest. Okay. Mike and Wendy been planning their wedding for the past year, so they've been saving up. Wendy had her baby 8 years ago and was dating a guy named Larry. Her baby father was a complete no-show from the get-go of the baby birth. Larry stepped in immediately met her 6 months after she had the baby, and they dated for the next 5 years. The problem was Wendy never wanted to have any more kids, and Larry did not have any. After the 5 years, going back and forth about it, they finally split up. A couple of years later, she started dating the guy Mike, which is now her fiance. They planning for their wedding, they planning for a house, they planning for a future. Wendy's son wanted the new PlayStation 5. After going back and forth, Mike basically told Wendy, like, look, we ain't got the money for that. Wendy's son was like, can I ask Larry? Larry, for the last 3 years, he always sent the money on birthdays, holidays, this, that, and the third. Mike heard the name periodically, but didn't know who Larry was. Thought he was a family member, but over time, he's met the family, this, that, and the third. She was like, look, that's too expensive of a gift, but if you decide, what's his name, don't get mad at what he says. Mike found out that Larry is the ex-boyfriend, which also he ended up buying him the PlayStation for Christmas. Mike was livid. Felt like the dude kind of stepped on his toes. He told the little boy he couldn't, and Larry kind of in the middle of their relationship. So now Mike and Wendy is arguing back and forth. He's basically like, he feels like Larry, now that he found out who Larry was, he feels like Larry needs to be out the picture. He's not the child's father. He's just your ex. And I do not want y'all to keep having these interactions. Do you feel like Larry or Mike was wrong?
I'm going first.
Big Tokyo, I'm going to start with you.
I'm going first. I'm going
first. You going first? Go ahead, T.
Yeah, I'm going first. Listen, Mike need to mind his damn business, first of all. Because Larry basically is the child father. The child father wasn't there. Larry met her, 6 months after, so that means he been taking care of the child, and you said he still was giving them money and stuff, so he was taking care of the child from that time to down. So he is the child's father. And Mike, you said your ass wasn't going to get it. You couldn't afford to get it, so let the father get it, or the person who's trying to be the father, or whatever, the caretaker. Let him get the shit. Like, how he stepping on your toes? He helping you out. Like, what? I hate shit like that.
Amen.
That's why I wanted to.
I was that.
And then, if Larry not going smack at the fiance, like going at the girl no more, and it ain't that kind of relationship, you ain't got nothing to worry about. He just taking care of the son like he been doing. You should be all right.
Okay. The Army.
You heard what I said. Amen. I agree with
Amen.
him.
That's with T.
I agree with him fully.
Big Tokyo.
Mike needs to step his game up.
That part.
But now, hold on. I'm gonna say my piece at the end. Big Tokyo.
That part. I feel like Tioma said it. Like, for starters,
everybody agree with Tioma?
Like, that's his father. Like, the same way he said it, I feel exactly the same. I don't like that type of stuff because at the end of the day, he was dead. Like, I feel like it's a power struggle thing. Like, if you want to ask me to not really reach out to him, like the son said, the son asked to call him. So I'm not cutting the son off from calling him for nothing. I can stop calling him. We could talk about that. But if it's something to do with whereas though it's I have to take the child to the hospital or something like that, the same way he can call him for something, that type of thing, I'll reach out to him for. Other than that, my child is going to continue to interact with him because that's who acted as his father. So, yeah.
Okay. Of course, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I see a problem with it. I do see a problem with it because regardless of him acting like the father, especially because it came out of nowhere. And I think that's where communication comes in from like the beginning. Knowing you and your partner have a discussion about who people are in their past. That way, look, me and him decided mutually that it wasn't beneficial for us to continue this relationship. So, you know, he's still active in my son's life. He still helped take care of my son. Are you going to deal with it today? This what goes when we had the conversation last week about setting rules and ground rules and statements from the beginning. Me, a year later, thinking about the murderous woman, help raising her child, we about to progress. I'm saving for a house and what's name, and I got another dude who they just call up every time, you know. So it just clouds the whole thing. It clouds everything. It interferes with our relationship and our bond. And also, let's be honest, kids can be vindictive. Kids can really interfere with a couple relationship by their attitude. And if that's the case, this dude is always going to see Larry more than Mike. He's going to feel like Larry has a more connection because Larry's the one who's doing this for me, doing that for me. So now that can cause an interference. Yeah, but that can cause an interference with now her new mate because she didn't have the conversation ahead of time. So now the mother is kind of the one that should have been like, nah, we're not going to do that because of this. Now, I need to have that conversation with him to figure out who is Larry. Y'all said that and said it beautifully, but let's flip the roles in reverse. T, let's say that is you. Let's say that, again, you dating a woman, you don't have no problem that the son, huh?
You don't know me too well. I will tell a kid quick, go ask your father. to get you that shit. Or whoever is the acting father. Tell them to go get that shit for you. They can't go get that shit. I'm like, I see what they do, but ask your dad. Like, why you ain't ask your mother old boyfriend or something? Like, don't he still
This nigga retarded. This nigga disrespectful. D.
I agree.
can't
D.
Hold
up, D. Okay, look, D. You dating a guy, he's a single father. Then Tokyo, y'all dating a guy, he's a single father, he's raising his daughter.
I'm cool.
She wanted a certain hairstyle. Are both of y'all cool with the girl with the ex still coming over doing the hair and all that type of stuff?
Yes.
Different.
Hold on, let me say this. Red, so what I feel like the problem is there's a few insecurities because we're speaking solely on the child and the ex's relationship. There is no me and the ex. Like, if you have that security with your mate, then you know you good. Now, if the child want to still be involved, I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'm cool. She can come out.
Okay.
Especially
I'm
if
cool with it.
they played a role like Larry played.
Right.
If the nigga been there, if it's me,
we family. We family
the other
at this
dude,
point. What's up, Larry? We family at this point. What's up, Larry? And if it's the girl, what's up, Sherry? Shit.
Hey. I'm with that part. I'm with that part.
Big Tokyo?
I'm with, man, she took my answer. She actually took my answer.
It takes a village,
like, I'm
Red.
I
agree. Red.
Trust me. No. I think y'all missing.
Look, Rez, the only thing that I feel like the whole situation was a little messed up, and I'm gonna be straight up. She should have told him, like you said, she should have explained
I can agree with that.
about their situation. Other than that, like I said, my child can still interact with him. You could say something about me interacting with him, but my child, my child.
Y'all know, we all know that sometimes when you're in a relationship, you don't think, because it's not like Larry is on your mind. So you're not thinking like, oh, damn, Larry might be around, let me tell Mike about this.
And then look, as long as, like they said in the comments, if he ain't trying to hit nothing and he just doing his part, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So sit your insecure ass down.
Think about this, though. We never touched on this. What if the mother is not even involved in Larry and the child little situation like that? Because you say he been sending them money and stuff, and for the dude Mike not to say who giving him this money or where he getting it from, either he dumb and blind.
But no, it's like the dude. He may not. If the dude Larry is sending money, let's say to Cash Out. The son don't got a cash out, they sending the mother.
The mother and Mike might not know.
Kids, he's got cash out spread. My daughter is.
Let's say the kid don't.
Dude, that's what I'm about to say.
Your kid is kind of different, Deanna. Let's be honest. Both of them. But let's. All I'm saying is, the conversation needs to be had day one, and this is where the problems comes in at, because it seems like it seems sneaky. Y'all don't see like the sneakiness.
We just getting together, and I'm thinking about Larry. Oh,
no.
I'm not thinking about
when the relation. No, when the relation hits. Hold up. When the relation hits a progressive manner, to where I'm having my kid around this guy, and I feel like I'm moving forward with a guy where it's like, oh man, we chilling, we vibing, we liking each other, this, that, and the third. I need to start having more serious conversations for this guy can feel comfortable. We keep acting like the comfortability all got to relies on the person that you are, and not to have insecurity, but you need to make me feel comfortable with a situation that you already got going on. But it's your responsibility. If the shoes on the foot.
Even with her situation going on, like, she shouldn't want to feel like she have to take that from that man. That man didn't have to take care of her child from the get-go. So if he did all of that from the jump, and the child is still reaching out, they still have that connection. Who is he, Mike? Boy, you better sit down.
The fiance.
But listen though, how do you not have that conversation when y'all first get together? Because don't y'all ask each other about, like, who you was dealing with?
People want to have that. People want to, but think now. Here's I say. Let me say this. I
go with you with that part. Like, I feel like that would have came up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But maybe it was a gap in between where you're not really thinking about that. Because some people don't like to discuss their past, and some people don't like to discuss past me, and some people want to just roll past stuff until the stuff come back and bite them in the ass, and they sitting there like, oh, I didn't know it was a big deal. How do you not know this is a big deal? These are classic problems that people try to avoid, hoping that it never bites them in the behind. If I like a person, I want this person to know all the ins and outs, so you have no surprises. If you have no surprises and you stick around, and now a year now we about to get married, and you got mad because Larry bought the PS5, like, look, I told you this 6 months ago. You ain't have a problem with him sending all that other stuff. Like, this is now you. That's the difference. That's the, like, voila. Like, nah, you can't get mad at the situation. It's like meeting a stripper at the strip club. Yeah. And then I get mad 6 months now telling her that, man, look, I don't want you to strip no more. But you knew from the jump. You ain't just walk into the strip club one day and see me on the pole. You knew from the jump. You knew you was dating Diamond from the Players Club. T, we'll be all day on this. Go ahead and read them comments because it was a lot.
Mike, Ryan Regan said Mike gonna have to suck it up. He was in that child life for years. I'm Redbird Forever said Mike definitely needs to mind his business. Ryan Reason said love the men that actually build bond with the ex. I think it's beautiful and it takes a village. Ayo said I have no problem with teamwork. He said, shit, let's split it. Now we can afford it. I agree that he shouldn't be finding out about Larry, that he shouldn't be just finding out about Larry. Redbird said, as long as Larry not trying to F my girl, it shouldn't be an issue. Ryan Reason said, Mike probably never even asked about the child father. And that's a red flag right there. You don't want to know about the child. For real, like where's dad at? Mike can ask questions too. Shit, that's what Rhyme Reason said.
Yeah.
What's that? Natisha Cole said a conversation should be had. Communication is key, and that was the last one.
Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna do another bottoms up card. That way, one of us might have to take a drink. Big Tokyo, do you have a cup of yang?
No.
Yeah, I know.
No, Ramadan. I have not.
It's Ramadan? Okay. Yeah, it's still Ramadan. We're going to let you slide.
On the 20th.
Can you take a cup of water?
Cup of water. Yeah, it's dark time. Okay, Deani, I'm going to pick your... No, you playing the game with us real quick, Big Tokyo?
Yeah, I'll play.
Just for kicks and giggles? Okay. Now, you know about the Date 101 bottom-up game, right? I'm going to ask the question. You have to pick which one I would do.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Big Tokyo. Big Tokyo, you're going to pick Deani. Deani, you're going to pick T. T, you're going to pick mine. We got it?
Yeah.
Okay. An evil person in my dream was trying to get me. So I took them out. Which weapon did I use? A gun, a knife, or poison? Let me know when everybody has their answer.
I'm picking yours, right?
You picking mine.
All right.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Big Tokyo, I think you're going to use a gun.
I'm going to use a gun.
What do you believe Deani going to use?
I think she going to use a gun too. Why we need to get up on close on somebody?
Yep. I think
what do you believe T going to use?
Poison.
What? I think you're going to use a gun.
You know I'm going to use a gun. I tried to pick one that I don't think nobody's going to drink on. T, are you picking poison?
I did say poison too. That's why I looked like that when she said it. That's why I was looking like
you did.
Cause I try to pick something that I know nobody not gonna guess, and they gonna have to drink. And
we're gonna have to write these down. We're gonna have to start writing them down. That might be easy.
I was just a gun for real though. I was just a gun for real. But I picked poison.
But you was gonna pick poison.
But I picked poison. That's crazy.
Okay. I'm going to move right along. So it don't have a name by it.
Shit, I'm gonna drink.
Go ahead and drink.
Just for the
Go ahead and
spirit.
drink for me. Yeah, just for the spirit of whistling. You've been sipping all
I'm a
night.
drink.
Ayo, no waste no liquor, do we? Ayo.
I'm drinking.
I'll take a shot at the end of the joint, but I can't mess with the questions again. Okay. It don't have a name by it, but a friend caught his friend's wife at the hotel cheating. She caught him there also cheating.
Damn.
They both vowed never to tell because both of them are in the mix. About 6 months later, the female comes home. The guy confronts her. I know you cheated, this, that, and the third. They have the big argument. She assumes it's the friend. He got a guilty conscience and he told. He basically told him no. The guy actually contacted me. He said he felt like you wanted to leave and I wouldn't let him. So he basically confronted me to get it out in the open. When they got in conflict, she actually basically was like, so-and-so must have told you. She like, nah. He like, I got it from so-and-so. Like, well, how did he know? She confessed to what she seen. He calls up his friend and asked him about it. His friend was like, man, she caught me in a bind. You know how me and my wife is. I wanted to tell you, but it, hurts. The friend like, oh, that. The friend calls the wife and let the wife know that.
That is it.
Who do you think was wrong?
To me,
Who do you think was wrong?
To me, I feel like the friend was wrong. The one who caught the dude girl cheating. Cause like if I caught your girl, even if I'm cheating, I'm gonna tell her I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna just be like, bro, you gotta just hold your water, cause she gonna snitch on me. So you know what I'm saying? I need you to, John, like, we gotta figure out how to get her ass, but right now ain't the time to break it up, cause I'm gonna get caught up. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on how she know my wife. Do she know my wife? They tight? Cause I sure say she lying like shit. You gonna believe her over me? Like, that ain't even no friend. She only doing that because I caught her cheating. You know what I'm saying? I can bounce back.
I guess it's whoever bring it out first. Big Tokyo, who was wrong?
The friend.
Yeah.
Which friend?
Yeah.
The friend was wrong?
Yeah, it's literally that because I'm okay, for starters, you see me right here. You see me, but I see you. You still don't know that that's what I'm doing. But if you give me the impression that that's what you're doing, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I ain't gonna even say that I'm not gonna tell somebody. You can tell me whatever. Like, she not your friend. That's the difference. My wife is not your friend. So your husband is my friend. So therefore,
Yeah.
I can defend myself against my wife and you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling my man, what is going on here? Like, no.
You thinking like me. That's why I be
agree.
comments. We be thinking alike.
I agree, sadly.
You agree sadly?
Don't be ashamed.
Yeah,
Why you agree sadly?
Because it's friendship. He should have told his man, like, bros over hoes.
You feel like that's
Yeah.
what bros over hoes?
Go buy your wife a gift. Look, figure it out.
Okay, all right. I guess I agree with everybody. I don't think I could hold. I don't think I'd be able to come over to like any type of events and I'm looking at her like, you've been cheating on my man. I would have had to, let me say this. I would have had to turn him on to it, but I would have to let him, like, if it was T, I'm like, T, look, we're going to have to just catch her red-handed, and I'm going to have to find a way for you to catch her to not, because I'm dead, bruh. Help me. So I'm like, help me. I know this is about to hurt, but we can catch her. That way I can be saved. That's the only way I could do it. But it's gonna irk me inside. It is. It will irk me inside. Like you said, I'm your friend. I'm not your friend. And 9 out of 10 times you met my wife through me. So, it is what it is, I guess. Go ahead, T, read the comment.
Hey, said I would have did what T did. That's how we roll. Natasha said the story is chaotic. Avery said it's messy. And that was it.
Okay. So we're at the end. We're not going to do another bottoms up card because, of course, we got 101 of all types of cards. After dark cards, dating 101 cards, 101 questions you should ask yourself before dating. Go over to the Dating 101 card game page and actually copy your deck. We actually got a bundle, and you can buy all 4 for like $100. So go over there and get you some. I'm going to ask a little more intuitive question. Deani, how do you feel about your mate firmly expressing their emotions to you about something that you may have done wrong?
I love it.
Love it.
It's communication. Like, what is a relationship without communication? I don't want you to feel some way about me and you're not telling me how you feel. I don't want to guess.
Will it hurt your feelings?
Probably, but I got to get over that. I'm okay with that because you were man enough or you cared enough to tell me. It's on me to fix it or, keep going.
Okay. Big Tokyo, how do you feel about your partner firmly expressing their emotions to you about something that you may have done wrong?
I let them say what they have to say, and I listen to it to see if it sounds right to me. Like when I say that, don't misinterpret. When I say that, I mean like if I can notice what I'm doing and change it somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So I'll try to actually analyze what they're saying, basically. So yeah, I will hear them out. I want that in the same sense, just like she said, it's a form of communication, and that actually helps stuff as opposed to a person guessing or you walking around feeling some type of way and you acting a certain way. Because when people feel a certain way and they hold stuff in, they act different. So instead of you walking around and acting like you got a chip on your shoulder, speak your mind and say what you need to say.
Okay. T.
What's the question again?
How do you feel about your partner expressing their emotion?
She better keep that shit to herself. I can do no wrong in her or my eyes. You hold that shit.
You don't care?
Take
You
that
don't
shit on
care?
the chin. No, because I'm not wrong.
So what if you're doing something that potentially she can leave you for? So you must
Then
don't care
leave.
about
The door is there. That's why doors open, so you can walk through.
Lord.
No, I'm faking.
That's
I would like
What
them
if
to
you
say
really
that.
like
No, I'm playing. I would like for them to tell me how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Long as you can handle my response. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have a response unless I was dead wrong. But we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna go back. We're gonna communicate. You know what I'm saying?
But don't turn your communication into back and forth because dudes love to do that. Like
Y'all love to do
Stop being
that.
sexist. Stop being sexist.
No.
People love to do
You
that.
right.
People love to do that.
But it's
Yes,
mostly
yes.
dudes, and I'm only
How you
saying
know
that
it's
No,
because
you
a
only
lot of
date
my friends.
dudes
No, this is why I say it.
because you date dudes.
This is why y'all fail to understand. I got a whole lot of brothers, and all of my friends are males. Like,
Guess what? This is what
You
you feel
date
understand.
dudes.
because of my
I've been a
brothers.
man my whole life.
That's fine.
How long you
That's
been a man?
fine.
I've been a man
And
my
you
whole
are
life.
one dude, and you like I said,
You
I
too.
said
I know.
most. I
I'm
changed it
here.
up. I fixed it, and I said most. So you, like I said, I cleaned that up. But most
Let me
dudes will
say
wait
this.
until a female is expressing how they feel to feel like that's when it's their turn to say whatever. No, you say it when you feel like
Let me
it.
explain
That's
this.
all.
Let me explain this, Big Tokyo. Sometimes, let me first answer the question. I love it when a partner of mine express their feelings, their emotions. I want that. I want you to be able to express it. And I seen somebody say in the comments, as long as it's respectable and understanding, I think definitely partners need to get a safe word where like, look, can we have a safe conversation about something that we've done that bothers me? So I think that is needed. This is why we created the Dating 101 card game. 101 cards, you ask yourself. But what you were saying is this, Big Tokyo. Men sometimes don't want the hassle. But when you sit there and bring it up, we now feel like we have the open door because we know that women hears from emotion first. So if I come to you and say something that you've done you're going to act like you just did oh my goodness, I can't believe you just said that to me. I cannot believe that so when you open the door, all we do is walk through it. So it's not that we turning around. It's like, okay, if we're going to put all the cards on the table, let's put them all. Like, there are things that women do that hurts men's feelings. But if I come to you, Big Tokyo, like, babe, look, you really hurt my feelings. You already gonna think, oh, this so soft nigga here.
No, no.
But when you come to me, when you hold up, when you come to me and you say something to me about something that I done to hurt your feelings, now I'm like, okay, yeah, well, the other day you did XYZ. Now it's bad communication to where it's like, let's talk about my issue first, and then we can get on yours. But that comes with a level of maturity and a level of understanding where y'all can get that communication, or when you express it from the beginning, look, babes, if I do something that hurts you, please don't wait weeks from now. Let us get a time to talk about it. Yeah. That's it. But yeah,
it come off the opposite. That's the only
agree with you, Red.
It come off the opposite to me. Like, to me, it comes off the opposite. Like, it's like this. If you feel some type of way, I'd rather you voice how you feel when you feel that way, because if I'm voicing how I feel and I'm already feeling some type of way, I think sometimes it make friction. It make more friction, because at the end of the day, it's like, I already feel like this, now I'm expressing, now you're gonna say whatever, and you felt like this for this long and ain't say, like, it's gonna come off different. So it's best that, in my case, I feel like I tell the people that now, like, no. If you feel some type of way, say what you need to say. Like, just tell me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let me find out later on stuff. Like, I don't like that. So for me, it causes friction when a person is saying something when I'm already voicing how I feel. Like, no, if it happened at the same time, man, open the door. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. We're going to go ahead and swing this door. But if it's not, if it's like way when, like, say it then. Don't wait until I'm already in a certain type of mode and I'm asking or saying or bringing up my emotions or how you made me feel about something for you to express yours. That's not the time for that. The time for it is when you did like I'm doing. I'm doing it now because you're bothering me now. What you did is getting to me to this point that I feel like I have to say something. So I'm saying it. I'm voicing it today. I'm not waiting and all of that. Like, that's crazy.
I'd be like, all right, cool, this
is why you need the date 101 cards, 101 questions you should ask yourself. For when you date Big Tokyo and you need to know how she feels, these cards is going to bring it out of her. Go over to the date 101 card page and cop y'all a pair or 2 or 3. Till next week, y'all. Thanks, Big Tokyo. DT. We'll catch y'all later. Peace out.